Thank you for giving us the ability to accomplish this incredible feat of 300 plus subscribers. We are very blessed to be doing 4 giveaways in the next 4 days. I just ask you, Lord, allow somebody other than Snowman089 to win this giveaway. Oh, are we live? Is this thing on? Frick. Damn it. Snowman, I'm sorry. I mean, Lord, let I know you love Snowman, but let him win. Adam L says, I'm glad drafters let you do more than one draft at a time because I regrettably got into a slow draft and it's stuck on pick number 2. Oh, yeah, it's going to be stuck there for like expect your slow draft to be done in a month. But like, yeah. What's up, Disco Ball Nation? I hope everybody's having a wonderful and tremendous day. We hit another incredible milestone today. We're up 152 subscribers just in the month of August. I'm so freaking blessed, and I'm so grateful for all of you and your support. Thank you so much. I generally appreciate you guys. God bless you guys. We are doing a 4-day Drafters 2 million giveaway. So today is day 1 of our 4-day giveaway. And I'm very excited to do this. I'm very excited for this giveaway. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, 2 simple steps. Step 1, subscribe to your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Step number 2, when we go live, you just stay tuned for, the challenge. And what the challenge is today is, we'll say after Alec Pierce gets drafted, you type hashtag disco disco, but if, and big if, yes, what my dream car is, and what's the vehicle that I would purchase if I won this Drafters 2 million draft right here, you'll win. So either hashtag disco disco after Alec Pierce gets drafted, or you have until pick 37 to guess my dream car. And if you can guess my dream car, I will give you an entry to the Drafters 2 million. Oh, we got some chit chats up in here. Brad Hay says, LOL, randomly ended up in this draft, signed up for the one before this, and then saw the next one at 8, so popped in as well. Nice. Love to see you in there, buddy. Love to see you in here. Welcome. Jonathan Siegel, what's up, brother? Good to see you. I'm glad you made it in here, brother. I love your content. If you guys are not following Jay Sieg on the Twitterverse, if you're not following the sports affiliate on YouTube, subscribe there. You're missing out on a tremendous group of people. These guys have been very crucial in my growth, and I want to shout them out. God bless you guys. You're doing God's work, and I'm very grateful for you. I'm very grateful, and I'm excited to kick your ass in that sleeper league, buddy. I can't wait. Quasi, Quasi said, damn it, I queued for the $3 mini. God, all right. Adam L says, congrats, bro, 300 and counting. I was number 200, but who's counting? Hey, man. Like, the best piece of advice I ever got was from Mason Dodd during one of his live streams, because I was feeling down and out, and this thing was not growing, and it wasn't going where I thought it would. And he said, the best thing you could do is create personal relationships. So I'm doing my best to get to know every last one of you, and I love you guys to pieces. And he also told me, be consistent. So we're not missing another night unless, like, God decides to throw another tornado or a hailstorm our way, or a flood. Like, it's been apocalyptic. Jonathan Siegel says, at Siegel in the house, let's freaking go. We're not cursing today. Adam L says, Disco, I'm guessing your dream car is the retro Jaguar from Austin Powers. Close, but not. Jonathan Siegel says, you guys are awesome. You're awesomer. You're awesomest. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know, you're about to know. We are drafting in Drafters Fantasy. This is a best ball tournament. This is not a mock draft. This is a real money tournament. Everybody here in this lobby has paid $20 to enter this draft, to enter this lobby, to enter this queue for a chance to win $300,000. First place wins $300,000. There's $2 million in total prizes to be redistributed amongst all other 110,000 entrants. If it gets to that point, there should be a huge overlay. So if you are looking to get into best ball, this is the best way to get into it. All right. And speaking of best ball, in my humble opinion, it's the most convenient way for you to draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your weekly matchup will be submitted into your lineup. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. You literally just draft it and forget it, unless you're winning a really, really ridiculous amount of money, like life-changing money, like life-changing amount of money that would buy me my dream car. And it's in like 300,000 in Canada. Yeah, I said Canada. That's a lot of moolah. That's a lot of moolah. So if you want to enter and you want to join the fun, sign up today using promo code DiscoDrafts1. I will match your initial deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. So say you want to deposit the minimum amount, $25. Guess what? You'll have $50 to play with here on Drafters Fantasy Sports. Say you want. Oh, we're on the clock. Give me a sec. Jameer, I go again on my own. We'll take Jahmyr Gibbs and Breece Hall. Let's freaking go. Yeah. So yeah, I will match your initial deposit dollar for dollar, up to $100. So say you put the maximum amount for your initial deposit to get this, promo code benefit of 100% match. Say you put $100, I'll match your initial deposit, and you'll have $200 to play with here on Drafters with us. And if you stay tuned, and you pay attention, when Alec Pierce gets drafted, and you put hashtag #DiscoDisco after Alec Pierce gets drafted, you will enter a giveaway to win a free ticket tonight. Let's freaking go. Ashton one says Corvette C3. Incorrect. Brandon Dorsey says it's a Prius. Only if Dirty Mike and the boys are there, boy. Only if he's there. If not, ain't no. Okay, well, since we passed, pick 37, that's the one I said, and that's the one we'll stick with. Since we passed it, I'll tell you guys what it is, and I'm manifesting it into the universe right now, because Lord knows I really want this. It is the Maserati. What the hell was the... Oh, God. I just saw it today, and I'm like, that's the dream vehicle. That's the one. I just saw it today. Babe, help me out. I know I was manifesting it a little bit too much to you. What's the 2-door Maserati? What is it? What's the 2-door Maserati? Somebody help me out here. Quasi, how's your $3 mini going? My Drafters 2 million is going great, because I have Triple X Berry from Vitamin Water. Sponsor your boy. I'd appreciate that. All right. I haven't shouted out Disco Ball Nation yet, so we're about to do that. We got my man, Ashen1, drafting at the 103. He started off with CMC, Calvin Ridley, Jonathan Taylor, and we'll see what he does with his 4th pick here. Quasi, you got it, the Gran Turismo. And Justin Fields, I like your start, Ashen1. We got Dorsey Bizzle. This man maxed out the Drafters $3 mini. So the $3 buy-in where first place wins $30,000 and there's $200,000 in total prizes. He maxed that out I want to say mid-July. So we haven't drafted with Dorsey in a really long time. So it's great to see Dorsey up in here. Great to see you, Dorsey. He started off with Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Josh Allen, and DJ Moore. Then we got Snowman 089, my dog. This is if you're going to enter the giveaway, just know that like the odds are heavily shifted towards him because he was won 3 out of 7 so far. He's at the 108. He maxed out the Drafters $3 mini at the beginning of June. So he starts off with Austin Eckler, Tony Pollard, Jerry Jeudy, and Mike Williams. Behave. He's a new member to our crew, and we're very grateful to have him. He goes Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 109, so he's not worried about any of that injury news. It would have been nice had he been pushed towards me, but God bless you. Devontae Adams at a tremendous value. Lamar Jackson, Travis Etienne, good start. Bad Guys official goes Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley. He's drafting at the 110. Amari Cooper, Christian Watson. And then yours truly goes CeeDee Lamb, Nick Chubb, Jahmyr Gibbs, Breece Hall. We went crazy at the running back position. I generally forgot that I drafted Nick Chubb. I'll be completely honest. I forgot that I drafted Nick Chubb. I guess we got to do another draft after this. Yes, Gran Turismo. The Maserati Gran Turismo. It's so sexy. It's such a nice vehicle. Quasi says mine hasn't started yet. Man, I'm so sad you didn't make it in here, bro. You were with me in the Discord call before we even went live. That's what's got my mind blown. All right, we'll go Tyler Lockett here. And Mike Evans. I know everybody's saying, oh, Hollywood Brown's going to be good. Hollywood Brown's never been good for me. I've never been there with Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown's been that guy who's like, has all the potential, has all the hype, but never has met it on a consistent basis. Yes, he's going to have his spike weeks, usually early on, because then he gets hurt. Jonathan Siegel says, I can dig the strategy. Half PPR question mark? No, it's a stupid strategy. Don't do it. It's full PPR and it's 3 wide receivers. So you got 1 quarterback, 2 RBs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. So it's a stupid strat. Absolutely stupid. I never do it. Usually I'm going either 0 RB or hero RB. Now I'm going crazy. I've lost my freaking mind. But I do like the 3 running backs I have. I will say this is unique for myself personally. Jay Sieg, man, I hope you, honestly, brother, I hope you win the giveaway tonight so we can get you signed up and so we can get you in one of these drafts. I would love to draft with you here in my world, and then I'm going to absolutely love stomping you. I'm going to love stomping you in your sleeper league. That's going to be fun, man. That's going to be fun. I appreciate the invite to that. And do you have more room in your sleeper league? Because I know I got a bunch of savages in here who are willing to come kick your ass. A bunch of savages. Disco Ball Nation is so competitive. So if you need more people in your league, my friend, if you need more people in your league, just say the word. Tell them where to find the link. And I assure you, my savages will join. JC is a beast. Bad Guys Official says James Cook is climbing like crazy. I know. And it's good because I got a lot of James Cook like when he was being drafted in like late 7th, early 8th. Even sometimes I got him like late 8th. But now Damian Harris is falling further and further and further, and I love it because I can't get enough Damian Harris. Jay Sieg says awesome, and he said yes, there's more room. Yeah, let us know where to find you on Twitter. If you don't mind, put in your Twitter handle. I'll make sure everybody who's watching, all 10,000 people, one day, I'll make sure everybody hits you with a follow and everybody tries to join that, man. Adam L said, heard a new fantasy name for you, Disco. In case you remember the movie The Ringer, of course, with Johnny Knoxville. You scratched my CD. Oh, that's a good one. That one. If you guys watched my my Yahoo mock draft, I drafted a defense when like I didn't want to draft a defense, like it got auto-picked, and like I referenced that movie. I'm like, when the fuck did we get Denver defense? If you know that reference from that movie, I like you. I like you a lot. All right. It's at Seagal, like Steven Seagal. 13. So make sure you follow that right there on the Twitterverse or on X or on Elon's black hole or on the Garden of Elon, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And it's Beat Fantasy Doctor Jesse Morse. And if you guys are not following Dr. Jesse Morse, he puts out great information on a daily basis on all injury news, current and old. And he lets you know who to draft, where to draft, who to fade, who to push. We'll take Brandon Cooks here and Elijah Moore. Not a bad wide receiver start. I'll be completely honest. I thought I shot the bed, but I like my start a lot. I doubt Dak Prescott's going to make it back to us. I highly doubt that he's going to make it back to us, but we'll see. Jonathan Siegel says he's a must follow besides you, Jonesy. I'm not Jonesy. Jonesy's a legend. Jonesy's playing Madden right now. I'm Disco. I'm big draft energy. But yeah, Jonesy's playing Madden right now. He just got Madden. I can't be mad at him, man. If I had a PS5, I probably would be playing Madden, like streaming it here with you guys. I love me some Madden. It's Amigo says, sad I'm not drafting with you, Disco. I'm sad you're not drafting with me either. But if you're just tuning in right now, to enter the giveaway, when Alec Pierce gets drafted, you just got to type hashtag Disco like this. Bada bing, bada boom. Hashtag Disco. No, you, Disco, Fire, and Jonesy. For sure. Jonesy's my twin. So it's easy to get us mixed up. Willie, you got it. Willie, when the F did we get ice cream? Willie, I feel like I haven't drafted with you in a while. I probably just drafted with you like yesterday or like the day before. It's been a crazy week. It's been an absolute crazy week. Bonkers. Bad Guys Official says, love the Cooks pick. Thanks, buddy. I don't want to put my hopes and dreams out there, but like I would really love it if Dak Prescott fell back to me, but if he doesn't, we'll pivot because you can't stump the Disco. I tell you can't stump the Disco. So not bad for like a really weird start. I really like the lineup we have right now. Because one, it's a lot of guys who I don't have a lot of exposure to, not just in the Drafters 2 million, but in the Drafters $3 minis. So this could be a unique lineup. It could be. We'll see how it goes. Let's check out our Disco Ball, see how everybody's doing. Ashen 1, CMC, Calvin Ridley. I remember Calvin Ridley was falling towards like the later end of the third, beginning of fourth. Jonathan Taylor, the good old days of Calvin Ridley. Jonathan Taylor, I remember when he was going like right around Austin Eckler and Bijan. Now he's practically free 99. Justin Fields, I can't get enough Justin Fields, man. Like I'm the biggest Justin Fields truther out there. And if anybody wants to compare their Justin Fields truthness, I got receipts. Kenneth Walker, George Pickens, Zay Flowers, Evan Ingram, Rashad Penny. I like your draft. This is like a more prototypical Ashen 1 build. Like I'm used to seeing this kind of build from you. And I like it. Snowman089 goes, am I missing anybody? Eckler, Pollard, love it. Pollard had a really good value. Jerry Jeudy, Mike Williams, Gabe Davis, Jordan Addison. I bet you would have loved Justin Herbert there. Gabe Davis, Jordan Addison, David Montgomery. That's where he went. Sky Moore, Zach Charbonnet. I can't get enough David Montgomery either. I'm a David. I love me some David Montgomery. Behave goes Amon-Ra, Devontae Adams, Lamar, Travis Etienne, Chris Godwin, Hollywood Brown, Dallas Goedert, Rachaad White, Dalvin Cook. We're on the clock. Oh, and we got Dak Prescott. Let's go. And we'll take Romeo Doubs because I don't have enough exposure to him. So that's another exposure pick right there. I like our start. Bad Guys Official, Bijan, Saquon, Amari Cooper. I can't get there with Amari Cooper. Can't get there. Jonathan Siegel says, Segal, please tell me if I'm butchering it. I'll just call you J. Sieg. Big Monty fan. Same. Great minds, brother. Great minds. So Bijan, Saquon, Cooper, Christian Watson, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I remember when I used to butcher that name. Trevor Lawrence, Kyle Pitts, Deshaun Watson. So he goes 2 elite quarterbacks relatively early. Odell Beckham Jr., Tank Bigsby. Okay. So now you're getting correlation with T-Law. I think like theory, just drafting theory in general, I think it's super unique. But like I've finally, like every year there's like a different theory. I finally locked down my theory this year. Like my theory is down packed. So we go CeeDee Lamb, Nicholas Chubb, Jameer, I go again on my own. Jameer, I'll stop singing. Jameer Gibbs, Breece Hall. I started Hard Knocks episode 2 today, and I was eating some oxtail. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. If you guys know me, my favorite meal, like if my last meal on this planet was to be any meal in particular, it would be an oxtail platter from Chef Carlton at Island Grill on Bank Street here in Ottawa, Ontario. Oh boy, that's a tasty treat. So yeah, we go CeeDee Lamb, Nick Chubb, Jameer Gibbs, Breece Hall, Tyler Lockett, Mike Evans, Brandon Cooks, Elijah Moore, Dak Prescott, Romeo Doubs. We're crushing this draft. This draft is going way better than I had hoped, especially when I forgot that I drafted Nick Chubb. It's Amigo says, Dobbs. The only reason why I drafted Dobbs is because of you, It's Amigo. Honestly, there's no other influence in my life to draft Romeo Dobbs other than you. I'm like, I miss Amigo in these $3 minis because my man just graduated and maxed the tourney out. God bless you for doing it, brother. I'm proud of you. Yeah, you're the only reason why I'm getting exposure to Dobbs. Other than that, I would never. Adam L's asking me if I'm finally going to be a Dobbs truther. Hell no. Ask me again at the end of the season if you're still a Dobbs truther. Is it crazy to go Luke Musgrave, rookie tight end for Packers, when rookie tight ends have a hard time producing? Packers have a super young tight end room, and he's been killing it so far. So, like, we've been saying this all year, and, like, I love my community because none of them kiss my ass. None of them kiss my ass, right? So when I'm high on rookie tight ends, in particular this year, not like every year, but in particular this year, I have my reasons behind it. And the rookie tight end this clear is the best, most athletic, and most professionally prepared rookie tight end class to ever exist. Like they are exceptional. This is an outlier season for rookie tight ends. Speaking of rookie tight ends, Dalton Kincaid goes. He's not the one I'm highest on. I'll be honest. All right. We'll go Damian Harris. I mean, I could use a tight end, but we'll go Darnell Mooney over Rondell Moore. I don't want anything to do with that Arizona offense. I'll be honest. Unless it's Keontae Ingram, I don't want anybody at ADP. I really don't. But yeah, this is my favorite rookie class ever. So like, if people want to say, oh well, like historically rookie tight ends don't produce, and like that's where the conversation ends. History like is like it's bound to be broken. It's bound to be changed. History's always changed every single year. So like Dalton Kincaid should be a tremendous outlier. Musgrave, I'm not that high on. I think Musgrave is going to have a decent season and put out a couple of spike weeks. He's not up there for me. Sam Laporta is my guy, and Bad Guys Official just drafted him, and that means he's a hashtag Laporta supporter. If you know us, you know we love us some Sam Laporta. We're the OG Laporta supporters. Laporta supporters. So yeah, I wouldn't say you're crazy for even Michael Mayer. That guy's nasty. And in that scheme with Josh McDaniels, he's gonna produce. And in best ball format, this is where you take your shots in drafting 3 of them, as long as like the bye weeks don't overlap. Like you're killing it. You're having fun. Bad Guys Official says, don't like Cooper either, but wasn't going to draft another RB. That's why I took Watson. Fair enough. Like, you got your stacks and your correlation. I bet you would have liked Elijah Moore. JC says, yo, we should look to get that mentalist on a show. Episode 2, Hard Knocks. Man, that blew my mind. That blew my mind. And I don't think we can afford him after that. I do not think after his appearance on Hard Knocks, I don't think we can afford him. I think his next performance is going to be at the White House. Quasi says, Adam L. In the past, the answer would be yes, but this year could be interesting. And if you don't know, Quasi, we used to call him Queso Dip because we couldn't pronounce his name, but there ain't nothing cheesy about this man. He won first and second place in one of these tournaments last year. So when he speaks, we listen. Put some respect on my man's name. But seriously, he's spitting straight facts here. And like Quasi was one of those guys who was chirping me earlier. But it's good to see that everybody's coming around to being, Kincaid truthers, Laporta supporters, little Musgrave at the end. Really said Kincaid is growing on me. See, these are all guys who what's going to be bad when I'm out here saying, yeah, I made it, I was right, and then the regular season happens and these tight ends just shit the bed. Lord, please don't let these rookie tight ends shit the bed because I got a lot of exposure to a lot of them. Especially if the Bills do 2 tight end sets. Brad Hayes said snaked him from me. Who snaked who from you? Who snaked who from you? Who? Adam L says at Quasi, what round are the rookies going in? Adam, did I send you my my draft guide? I must have sent you my draft guide. Bad Guys Official says hashtag disco. Wait, why are we disco? Oh, Alec Pierce got drafted. Okay. Since I'm late to the party, you have until the end of round 15 to put your hashtag disco to enter the giveaway for tonight. We'll go Cole Kmet as our first tight end because I like him. I like him a lot. And then we're going to go with Roschon Johnson. I can't get enough Roschon Johnson. I'm going to keep drafting Roschon because I believe that, sure, at the beginning of the season, it's going to be Khalil Herbert. But, as the weather gets colder and Justin Fields needs a little bit more time back there, they're going to bring this guy in because, he's an extra O-lineman there, the way he blocks as a running back. He's an extra... Oh man, he's so good. They're gonna need that. All right, you guys got to make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you can't enter. So make sure you hit that sub button because I would love to give this to anybody but Snowman. Kidding, Snowman. If you win again, bro, I'm just gonna get you to pick my lotto numbers tonight. All right, sounds good. Quasi says pre-camp I was a doubter. Facts. But the logic and the scouting from Disco. And obviously proof being in the pudding, it goes to show that we kind of know some football here. We know a little bit of football, not a lot of it, but a little bit. So Bad Guys Official Disco has entered the giveaway. Quasi Disco has entered the giveaway. That's first and second place from last year. Drafting here with us, not here today because he went in the drafters $3 mini instead of the $2 million. We're doing the 2 million every stream, 8 p.m. for the next 4 days. All right. So only drafters 2 millions. Brad Hay, Disco has entered the giveaway. Adam L, Disco. He won a giveaway. He just won a giveaway. It's Amigo, Disco, Big Willie style, Disco. Brad Hay, Laporta. Oh, I didn't take him. I would have loved him. I would have loved Sam Laporta. You a Laporta supporter, Brad? Snowman 089. All right, guys, give up. Snowman has entered the giveaway, and whatever. He won. I accept it. I feel bad for you guys. I feel bad for me. I want a free freaking ticket. Ashen1 says hashtag disco. Brandon Dorsey, my dog. If you guys are not following, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Twitter, what the hell are you doing with your lives? Because it's freaking awesome, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's so good. My dogs are going crazy. Melissa Harris, that's a new name. What's up? Melissa Harris, are you subscribed? If so, hashtag Disco Disco. Let's go. Quasi, Adam L. Quasi says Adam L. Kincaid and Laporta go 10 in round 10 to 12. Mayer and Musgrave go later, sometimes even last round. Yeah, Mayer's starting to climb up towards like round 18, 17. Melissa Harris says LOL, and yes, she is subscribed. Shout out to Melissa Harris. Welcome to Disco Ball Nation. JC says shout out to Melissa Harris, who snipes people on UD all day. Are you that okay, I know exactly who you are now. Like, you've been so supportive on Twitter, and I know you're part of the JC crew. God bless you. You guys are all awesome. Where's Poochie? Where's Patrick? I would love to see Mr. Patrick up here. Where you at, Patty? I bet he hates being called Patty. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I call him Patty. Oh, if Chig falls to me here, you bet your tuchus I'm drafting him. Brandon Dorsey says, appreciate the shout out as always. Yeah, if you're not following, you're doing something wrong with your life. It's a hell of a good time. Like, it's Friendship Friday there, but like with shirts off, and like it's Friendship Friday every day, not just one day, all days. We're gonna go John Mechie. I got Cole Kmet, so I can't take Dawson Knox, and I don't want anything to do with Irv Smith. And if there's any Irv Smith truther out there, stop being an Irv Smith truther, because it's bad. It's bad for your health. He's broken my heart way too many times. He's been in the petty bank. That's what I call, like, you know, my mind when somebody's burnt me in the past. I call it the petty bank. It's this, the brain right here. He's been in the petty bank forever. And because he's been in the petty bank forever, and now he's maybe the fifth or sixth option in the Cincinnati Bengals offense, I don't foresee him being a good value. The targets just doesn't make sense. So he should re-aggravate an injury. Not saying like I wish that on him, because Lord knows I wouldn't wish that on any person, but like scientifically speaking, he's up there as somebody who should re-aggravate an injury or get a new injury just because he can't stay healthy. God bless him. This is an interesting. This guy went Chig and Irv, 2 week 7 buys. Oh, but he also has Darren Waller as his. Okay, so that makes sense. So yeah, Irv Smith, I'm not there. Can't do it. Won't do it. Not for me. I wonder where Jeff Wilson went round 14 to Snowman 089. Man, I love the way Snowman drafts. I really do. Like, I'm a big Quasi fan. I love Quasi. I love It's Amigo. I love Ashen One. I love Bad Guys Official. But like, Snowman's one lucky motherfucker, and he drafts really freaking good. Like, he drafts really good. I wouldn't be shocked if he wins one of these tournaments. Honestly, I'm putting it out into the universe. If I don't win the Drafters $3 mini or the Drafters $2 million, I hope it's one of our disco balls, because you guys are awesome. Adam L says, I'm glad my draft looks a lot like yours, Quasi. I might have some luck at a payout here. There we go. There we go. I like it. I like it. Speak it into existence. But Adam, did you receive the draft guide I sent you via email? There's three parts to it. Let me know. If not, I'll send it to you again, buddy. And if you guys didn't know, now you're about to know, we are doing the Drafters 2 million. We call it here in Disco Ball Nation the Drafters 2 million. It's a $20 buy-in where first place wins $300,000. There's $2 million in total prizes to be redistributed. It's in best ball format. This is not a mock draft. This is a real money draft. This is a $20 buy-in. And if you sign up today on Drafters Fantasy Sports, even if you're from Ontario, make sure you use promo code DiscoDrafts1. We'll match your initial deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Say you want to deposit $25. Well, guess what? You got $50 to use on the app. Say you want to go and deposit $100. Guess what? You now got $200 to use on the app. And you can tell me on this bet where you can 100x your dollar rooskies on this bet, on this prop in the Drafters Pick'em. 8 props can $100 extra. So like I obviously put more than this, but I'm not going to show people how much I'm actually betting and gambling because the government could be watching. But yeah, $1 to equal $100. We said Desmond Ridder over 2,650 passing yards. We said Justin Fields over 2,950 passing yards. We said Austin Eckler over 4.5 receiving touchdowns, as well as CMC over 4.5 receiving touchdowns. We said Najee over 2.5 receiving touchdowns. AJ Dillon over 700.5 rushing yards. Samaje Perine over 600.5 rushing yards. And David Montgomery, I'll take CEH here. And David Montgomery over 7 rushing touchdowns. And shoot, I just realized I need another quarterback. All right. I don't want Gesicki. I know I got 2 tight ends with week 13 bye week, but we got a good tight end that we'll get later on. So I need one more quarterback, one more tight end, and we're good. We're good. I like our lineup. Snowman089 says, shucks. The Fantasy Fellowship. Good evening, man. I haven't seen this name in ages. How are you doing, man? This is like the first fellow content creator that I connected with and had a chat with. And like, I really like the work you did with that running back contract video, man. It was a good contract video. How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Melissa Hare says Dylan. Wait, Dylan. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So yeah, if you haven't if you're just tuning in and you want to enter the giveaway, put hashtag Disco Disco to enter the giveaway. We'll announce it at the end of the stream and for the next 4 days. So today is day 1. So for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3. AJ Dillon, love me some AJ Dillon. What about him? Yeah. For the next 3 days, we'll be doing the same kind of giveaway, drafting in the same draft. Yeah. I love AJ Dillon. I'm very high on AJ Dillon. Fantasy Fellowship said, doing great. Excited that the training camp bullets are finally flying. You know what training camp bullets I really want to start flying, or I really want to see start flying? Those Demario Douglas highlights. Like that'll be dope. Fantasy Fellowship said, y'all seen the new high roller contest? Yeah, I saw it, and like I'm peanut butter jelly of whoever. Like I'm not jealous of like the entry per se. I'm jealous of the people with the bankroll to enter that. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. The Fantasy Fellowship has entered the giveaway, hashtag Disco Disco. Yeah, you said that. Patriots killed Green Bay today in joint practice. Yeah. How did Demario Douglas do today? I didn't really get any. Like I've been working all day. I've had a couple meetings about a couple partnerships that I'm very excited to announce, but I like have to bite my lips for a little bit before we can announce it. And like we're definitely going to announce it before the end of August, like around that range. I can't give you an exact specific date, but it's JC has entered the giveaway again. Disco, my man. Okay, so if you guys want to know where the name Disco came from, hold on. We gotta. Adam L says, Disco, what do you think of Christian on Christian act at JT practice yesterday? What happened? At Jets practice? Fantasy Fellowship said he primarily worked with the second team, but he was Hoyer's main target. Hoyer's still in New England? Sounded like he made a play or two with the ones. Yeah. Watson on Gonzalez 75-yard bomb. So here's mine. I try to avoid like preseason joint practice news because like a lot of the shit that you don't see is like changing your approach to how you draft. And like I'll reiterate after I make my last pick here. I just gotta find my guy Jelani Woods in the last round. So our draft's done. So I'll reiterate my point here in my case. Fantasy Fellowship said Zappy, not Hoyer. My bad. It's all good, buddy. My wife is probably laughing right now because she knows I fucking hate Brian Hoyer. Like, hate him. I'm a Patriots fan, diehard Patriots fan. I don't know if you noticed, but I love my Pats. Yeah, so I try to avoid not watching necessarily preseason games, but I try to avoid these joint practices, especially if a wide receiver or like a tight end is going crazy, because typically in these joint practices, it's either one-on-ones where they can't necessarily scheme around it and put the defensive backs in the best position to succeed. So like I'm not going to tell myself a story because, one player beat another player in a one-on-one, right? Or like the safety was late to get there. It's a joint practice. I try to avoid watching joint practices as much as humanly possible because there's more chippiness and competitiveness there in terms of being alpha and physical. Take it from a former football player. In terms of being alpha and physical, and like that's where the fights and brawls happen, than there is in terms of like X's and O's and picking apart who's going to be a good fantasy producer. The only thing I look for in preseason is who is going to be a late round value based off of what they're doing in preseason games, based off of the news that's coming out of camp about like how much hype and love they're getting from there. So yeah, it's that's my take on preseason. But like Christian Watson, I'm a big guy on Christian. Like I love Christian Watson, right? But Watson on Gonzalez 75-yard bomb. If Bill was in cover zero and put the rookie Gonzalez on Christian Watson, like it's gonna happen. But like baptism under fire, you only learn from getting like absolutely defeated. Fantasy Fellowship says, I just feel like Hoyer's ghost is there forever. Facts. Absolutely. And he also says Douglas has been a popular 20th rounder lately. He's been a popular 20th rounder here with us since late April. Since late April, we have been like the only, well, not the only, because now everybody's all over that, but we were the first Demario Douglas truthers. Liv, if you can send me the name of the winner in the giveaway, that would be awesome. Appreciate you, baby girl. Let's look at our disco balls and their drafts and let's grade it. If you guys want grades, let me know. I'm feeling spicy today. So Ashen One goes with a 2, 5, 10, 3 build. So you can tell he's an underdog guy because of the 5 running back build, and it could be very beneficial. It honestly could be very beneficial. He goes Justin Fields and Mr. Productive Brock Purdy. At the running back position, he gets some correlation with Brock Purdy. So we love seeing the Stack Central, Stack City. CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Rashad Penny, Cordell Patterson. I'm still there with Cordell Patterson. I still think Cordell Patterson's got some spike weeks left in him, and I think he's going to be utilized as a receiver more than a running back now. Wide receiver, Calvin Ridley, George Pickens, Zay Flowers, Tyler Boyd, Rondell Moore, Isaiah Hodgins, Jalen Hyatt, Khalil Shakir, Chase Claypool. Love the Chase Claypool correlation there. It's nice. Mac Hollins. Love Mac Hollins, especially as like a late round steal. Tight end, Evan Ingram, David Njoku, Zach Ertz. I want to say that's a solid B, brother. That's a solid B. Close to a B plus, but not there. There's a little bit more correlation I'd like to see, especially since like if you're going, Justin Fields, there's a little bit more correlation I'd like to see, especially like maybe like at the running back position, like a Khalil Herbert or Dante Foreman or Roshan Johnson. And obviously DJ Moore was taken prior to that. So getting that stack is less likely now. It's way harder now because they're both jumping up in value. And if you guys know us, that like that's been our favorite stack. That's been our number one value stack since the beginning of the offseason. So I love it. Brandon Dorsey says always will take a team grade. I love you, man. JC says Chase Deadpool. I see what you did there. I like it's very punny. Wide receivers need work. Yeah. Ashen took my tight ends. LOL. That's why I like drafting with Disco Ball Nation. Because like we take pride in being toxic and sniping each other, but also pivoting. Like when it comes to redraft season, because we've been sniped and had to pivot so often on a nightly basis, we're gonna crush everybody. It's gonna be sick. So Dorsey Bizzle, my guy, goes 2 QBs, 7 RBs, 8 wide receivers, 3 tight ends. It's a unique lineup construction. So definitely giving yourself a shot there. Quarterback, 2 elite solid quarterbacks, Josh Allen, Tua Tagovailoa. Running back, Joe Mixon, who has been acquitted. He is a free man, and I am stupid for not drafting him in the 4th and 5th round. He was practically free. Isaiah Pacheco, Samaje Perine, Jamal Williams, Kendra Miller. So nice little double stack there in the New Orleans backfield, especially with my man Alvin Kamara spending some time in the suspension room. Zamir White, who seems like he's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy. And Kyron Williams, who I see a lot of people taking as like a late round dart throw. I'm not there. I understand the logic behind it. I'm just not there. For me, it's Cam Akers or bust. Wide receiver, Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, DJ Moore. Ooh, that's a sexy trio right there, Dorsey. Quentin Johnson, Van Jefferson, Rashid Shaheed, another guy who I don't have any exposure to and don't want any. Joshua Palmer, A.T. Perry. Oh, that's a new name for me. I like it. George Kittle, Tyler Higbee, Taysom Hill. I want to give you a solid B too, buddy. I want to give you a solid B. And like, I'm not being harsh and mean, but the only way you'll get an A+ is if you're drafting with a bunch of bots who don't know what the hell they're doing. So you got to have an all-star super lineup, right? If you have an all-star super lineup, that's an A+. So, and it's tough to get there. Snowman 089, aka Mr. Giveaway. Snowman 089 says, better do my team. I don't get to jump in with y'all much anymore. I know, man. I miss you so much, bro. Honestly, we used to draft together every day, even before we knew each other. I saw you in every lobby, dude. The Fantasy Fellowship said, still can't rule out a minor suspension for Mixon. You can't. But if he were to be given a suspension, I don't think the NFL would rule it this year. I think they'd wait a year, maybe, potentially. But like if he's completely cleared and innocent of all charges, and it was like pretty straight up where he either waved a gun at a person or didn't, then like he should be free. But like, yeah, that's a good point, Senior Fellowship. Ashton one says, sorry, bad guys, I needed them too. Snowman 089 goes with a 3-6-8-3 build. Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Bryce Young. Nice. Running back, Austin Eckler, Tony Pollard, David Montgomery, Zach Charbonnet, Jeff Wilson, Latavius Murray. You're always elite at running back, always. And then wide receiver, he goes Jerry Jeudy, Mike Williams, Gabe Davis, Jordan Addison, Sky Moore, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds. It's a good late round pick there. Jake Ferguson, Jawan Johnson, and Hayden Hurst. I'm just trying to look at your correlation right here. And even though you have like a couple mini stacks, I think actually it's just one mini stack. No, 2 mini stacks. I'm going to say that's a B-, brother. I've seen you do better. I've seen you do much better. But like, it's still good. Behave. You probably don't want a grade because like you're at 126 2 millis and I'm at 22, so I won't even disrespect you with that. Bad Hay said never draft 4 QBs, but had to pivot for correlation after bad guys stole Laporta 9 picks ahead of ADP. Okay, now we got to talk about you. Now we got to talk about you. Lamar Jackson and 3 other quarterbacks. What the frick? Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy Garoppolo. So you went 4-6-7-3. Yeah. Travis Etienne, Rachaad White. So those are both PPR gold mines right there. Dalvin Cook, who, by the way, still isn't healthy. He's still recovering from a shoulder injury, and everybody's fading Breece Hall because he's running at 30%. Just wait. Breece Hall, per touch last year, led the NFL in fantasy points per touch. Keep that in mind. Devin Singletary, Chase Brown, Rico Dowdy. That's a good pick. I like that pick. He looked good. He was running the rock hard. And I'm like, yeah, Davis, he looked like shit. Deuce Vaughn looked great. But like Dowdy seems like he could be really reliable as like the first couple of down handcuff backup to spell Mr. Pollard in those tough running situations. Ashton one says, sorry, bad guys, I needed them too. No, bad guys official says, no worries, I like the guys I got. See, competitive AF, but also friendship. The Fantasy Fellowship said, ADP is a myth in August. Get your guys, complete your stacks. Amen. Snowman089 said, Breece Hall, about to be bigger. Aaron Jones in that system if he can stay healthy. I agree. He had no stack. Fair. Amon-Ra, Devontae Adams, Chris Godwin, Hollywood Brown, Hunter Renfrow, Mecole Hardman, Corey Davis. So nice little late round double stack with Aaron Rodgers there. I'm shocked you didn't go with like an Abinaconda or like a Zonovan Knight or a Michael Carter. But I do like the unique correlation. You just went week 7 heavy. I'm like, listen, you are clearly way ahead of me. I'm not going to go ahead and grade you. And I'm not going to disrespect you by grading you because like I'm still a rookie at this. And you're 126 drafters, 2 millions in, and you've already maxed out the $3 mini. So I'm not going to disrespect you with that. But Dallas Goedert, Dalton Kincaid, Greg Dulcich. I mean, like I've seen people go single QB, so nothing wrong with 4 QBs. I'm being super Canadian right now, like the most politically correct I've ever been in my entire life. You're a great guy. You're a wonderful guy, but I've seen you draft much better teams. I'll say that. Behave. You've drafted much better teams in my lobbies before. So yeah, if we can blame that on unique correlation and like exposure things. Bad guys official goes 3 quarterbacks, 7 running backs, 8 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, CJ Stroud. I think you would have been fine without a third quarterback here. We would have been absolutely fine without a third quarterback here. You could have gotten a solid 9 wide receivers. Running back, elite, super elite. Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Tank Bigsby, Jerick McKinnon, Tajay Spears, Ezekiel Elliott, Malik Davis. Nice. Wide receiver, Amari Cooper, Christian Watson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Odell Beckham Jr., Adam Thielen, Tank Dell. I remember when Tank Dell was going in undrafted. Now he's going in like the 16th round. Justin Ross, Trent Sherfield. I like Trent Sherfield and Justin Ross and Tank Dell. Adam Thielen, not so much. Kyle Pitts, Sam Laporta. It's a B+, dude. It's a B+. I think what's stopping you from being an A- is your roster construction, right? If you get 2 elite tier quarterbacks, you don't need a CJ Stroud. You're completely fine. The bye weeks are not conflicting here. Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson, both could potentially, they have the ceiling of being, top 10 quarterbacks. You don't need a CJ Stroud here. So B+. That's a very good draft. I like your draft a lot. All right. Let's look at my team. It's Amigo. I need you to give me a grade, brother. It's Amigo. Where you at? So we go 2, 7, 8, 3. We go Dak Prescott and Mac Jones. Running back, we go Nick Chubb, Jahmyr Gibbs, Breece Hall, Damian Harris, Roschon Johnson, Gus Edwards, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's nasty. Bad Guys official says CJ just for the tank stack, just in case. I respect that. I mean, once again, like my advice is not like bond. Like if you disagree with it, you can completely disagree with it. Like I'm not saying you're wrong by any means. Like it's all theoretical. Wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb, Tyler Lockett, Mike Evans, Brandon Cooks, Elijah Moore, Romeo Doubs, Darnell Mooney, John Mechie. Tight end, we go Cole Kmet, Michael Mayer, Jelani Woods. Drafting from the 112. I don't know, man. I think it's a very unique, decent lineup. It's definitely unique. I thought it was good. All right, let's see who the winner is. You guys have stuck with me long enough, and I know you guys are all chomping at the bit, and we got to do this again tomorrow. A. All right, guys. I'm going to type the winner's name here. And the winner tonight is Big Willie Style. He's been A1 since day one. That's my brother from Welland, and you deserve it. Congratulations, Willie. I can't say enough about how amazing of a human being you are. I love you to pieces, and I'm glad that I get to reward this community with these giveaways. It's so fun and so rewarding, and it's about fucking time. You won, Willie. Yeah, Dorsey says congrats. Quasi says congrats, Willie. Melissa Harris says congrats. Big ups, Willie from Adam L. Snowman089 is salty. He's salty because yeah, he's salty. Bad Guys Official says congrats, Willie. Hey, thanks, buddy. Congrats, brother. Kide says do a $3 tourney. Fine. Let's see how close it is to filling up. I'm borderline almost maxed out on my $3 minis. I'm very close. Good to see you, Kide. So the next lobby is at 10 out of 12. So it'll definitely be off stream. Is that cool? Just shoot me a message on Twitter or Facebook or something, and we'll get into a lobby together. But shout out to you, man. I appreciate you for tuning in, brother. Willie says, thanks, fellas. Thank you, man. Thank you. Ashton once says, congratulations. Willie says, sorry, Snowman. Kidda says, hold up. Me and Quasi got 2 more rounds. Nice. I'm honestly, Kidda, you were the last person I expected to draft here with us. And if you're drafting with us here, it means that there's a freaking chance. Your lobby just filled. Snowman089 says, can't win them all. Are you sure? I just prayed to Ganesh, Jesus, Muhammad, help me Allah. What movie is that from? Help me Oprah Winfrey. Talladega Nights. So good. Jonathan Siegel says, great show. Man, I'm so glad you got to finally check us out, brother. I can't wait until, the only way I'll know I made it is if I got you, Pooch, and Melissa in here in a draft with me. I'll feel like I made it as a streamer then. But until next time, Snowman089 says just most of them. Yeah, man, you are a blessed individual. I'm still gonna hit you up for the lotto ticket numbers tonight. God bless you guys. Brandon Dorsey says, have a good night, y'all. Just let me go draft with Kidda, guys. I appreciate you guys. Honestly, 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow will be day 2 of our 4-day giveaway, y'all. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Kidda says we're not in the same one. I know you said hold up. I held up. You queued up and then you went in. I didn't queue up. I held up. Just message me on Facebook or something, brother. I'm always on here. I'm always out here. And we'll be back tomorrow night in the Drafters 2 million. God bless you guys. I appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow for day 2. Peace. Love you guys. This is fun. Day 2 of 4.